before I begin, let me just start by saying that these are just opinions. You know, feel free to disagree or add something to what I'm about to say, but I feel like as far as my career, my park pro-am goes with the next iteration of 2K, you should strictly have your my career / my park player have no archetypes. They need to just get rid of archetypes as a whole, or kind of do them like they did with 2K16. You know, you should not be forced to one play style. Like, I feel like you should be, you know, free to be whatever you want to be. But if you go to pro-am, I feel like you should have the dual archetype or solo archetype or whatever you decide to choose, because instead of, you know, basically just having like two creative players, like one player you grind through the park and my career or whatever, and the other player you grind through pro-am. And if they want to focus on E-League, then the pro-am should definitely be more E-League. You know what I'm saying? It should be, you know, played with, I guess, whatever sliders they using for the E-League right now. That should be the entire setup for that. And your player, you should gain, you know, attributes, because you won't need rep for that. You should gain attributes based on whatever your play style is accordingly, and you should be able to pick whatever it is that you want to upgrade whenever you reach the next tier level to upgrade. It should not be some random crap that they decide to give you that you pretty much probably won't even need. But nevertheless, as far as the park and my career, without having the archetypes and being able to upgrade the player, you know, any way you choose. I mean, I know for the people that play that like to play pro-am, that like to play the park, they should just bring the Jordan Rec Center back. If you want to run, you know, the full 5-on-5s, you know what I'm saying, shooting free throws, just bring the damn Rec Center back. Maybe, you know, minimize the courts or something, you know, instead of having however many courts it was back then. Maybe just have like 4 courts, you know what I'm saying, like, and I guess maybe like 50 people, you know, so it'll kind of help reduce and cut down on lag. But yeah, I think that would be a better option, you know, instead of basically forcing everybody to play a specific way, because I don't care about pro-am, and a lot of people don't. And then at the same token, a lot of people don't care about park. So you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you kind of putting everybody together in one whole, and I feel like it should kind of be separated. But that's just something that I was thinking about, man. Like I feel like the player should not be forced to do one thing and one thing only. It should be up to the player to decide whichever play style or, you know, game mode that they decide to play upon. Also, man, just like when you had the stage and then you had the high rollers, like, you should be able to, you know, do things like that. I mean, the playground, yeah, keep the playground, but they should have like parks, basically, man. Like, hey, you can play in the playground, excuse me. Like, let's just say once you reach, let's just say a 70 overall, then you don't have to play in the playground anymore. Kind of like how it was with the park, where you had to reach a certain rep level. Like, I think you had to be like a Pro 3 or something before you can start traveling. Well, you can kind of do that with the playground. Like, all right, okay, you're a 70 overall or whatever. Now you can travel to any other park that you want to go to. Then you can join an affiliation. Yeah, you want to be Sunset Beach. I mean, you remember like 2K15 when they first brought the parks. You know, you play for Sunset. You know, you got the shooting attributes. You know what I'm saying? You got positive shooting or whatever. You know, I don't know if they should bring that back, but I mean, it gave you something to play for. Like, you wanted, you know what I'm saying, you wanted your affiliation to beat out your rivals for the week. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, it just gave you something extra that you wanted to play for. And I think they should bring something like that back. House rules, like how it was back then. Whoever won the week, you know what I'm saying, they got the rules for the week. So just, I don't know, man. It's just little things, bro. Like, even though Park After Dark was trash and it didn't work, I felt like it could have worked with 2K18 for some reason. Same thing with you know, the Mountain Dew not being the same. Like, the Mountain Dew should have been in a big ass park. Speaking of parks, all right, man, you go back to 2K14 when they first had the park. All right, you had the big ass 5-on-5 court. Then you had some 3-on-3 courts, some 2-on-2s, and then I think it had like a 4-on-4 court or something like that. Like, I feel like you need those things, you know what I'm saying? And then the thing that made the parks a lot better was, like, they all were different. You know, you have like I think it's what, Rivet. They have the, you know, the one-on-one 3-player game. When you go to Sunset, they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it always gave you something extra. Man, I just want 21. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I want. Also, man, if you bringing the neighborhood back, like, it's pointless to do the dunk off or that 3-point shooting thing or that king of the court crowd, because you don't get no rep for that, man. You just, only thing you get for that is a waste of turbo, or if you bought skill boost and you mess with one of those things, you lose your boost. Like, you straight up lose a boost. Like, it's as if you just played a full fucking game. You lose your goddamn boost. So, man, that's all I gotta say about that, bro. Like, you know, like I said, man, agree, disagree, feel free to add on to it. But that's just something that I was thinking about, man. And I'm out, man. Until next time. Alright, so with all that being said, man, let's focus on this gameplay in the background, man. I had to jump on that 2K17, get a game of 21 in. I went to the park. Man, I reset my affiliation because I was with Rivet City for some reason. I don't know why I picked Rivet. Like, I was in Sunset for 15 and 16, but, you know, it is what it is. So I went on ahead and, you know, did the reset. So my dude, he's like a pro 1 or whatever. So I guess the stats did carry over, because I know you got like a boost or something that they say you get whenever you restart rep. So yeah, man, just playing the game of 21, man, trying to put the clamps on this ugly sweater sharpshooter, but you know what I'm saying, he just pulled from deep. Pause. You know what I'm saying, he got that. So trying to go in, man. Got the dude here, playmaker. So there was a fair game, you know, all guards, ain't no stretch, you know what I'm saying, no big men dominating the paint, you know, like trying to use the you know, the one gripe, the biggest gripe, of course, my man, ooh, he got me right there. Like, I ain't know what to do, bruh. I was trying to clamp him up, man, but couldn't put the clamps on him. You know what I'm saying? He hit me with a little hesitation. I thought he was about to shoot. That's why I got froze in the corner, and then he hop stepped. You know what I'm saying? He just stepped to the side and, you know, hit the 3. But yeah, bro, like, I don't know, man. It just felt good. You know what I'm saying? Not having a big up in there. You know, I'm trying to, like, right here. I was like, hey, man, yo, I was yelling, dog. I was like, man, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going crazy. I'm like, bro, I mean, he clamping the dude up. He forced him to stop dribbling. And then he pulls off of him because he don't want me to get the rebound. But I was on the opposite side of the rim, and I'm pretty sure if he would have shot it, it would have came off on the right side of the rim, and it would have went back to him, unless he blocked it, of course. Now, if he would have blocked it, it would have came to me, and then I would have just had an easy-ass layup. But, you know what I'm saying, right here, you know, I did a slow-ass animation. I should have just laid it up, but, you know, I tried to get cute, tried to dunk on him, you know, and got swatted for my troubles. So, you know, now we playing the game keep away. Like, that's pretty much all the game became, you know, right there. You trying to dribble like crazy, you know. I mean, I got clamps, dog. I ain't got the rating for nothing. I mean, for one, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the shot creator that much because you can't really, you know, shoot standing shots for whatever reason. I feel like that's, you know, it's kind of whack that the man can't shoot stationary, you know, but off the dribble, you know what I'm saying? You got like a 94 3-point rating, a 94 mid-range rating. Like, that's kind of crazy. But then my dude, you know, I'm 6 foot. I think my dude's 6'1" or whatever. You know, I tried to make him close to real height. You know, I made him an inch taller than I am in real life. So, you know, I'm a midget and I'm a short nigga in the real world. So, you know, right there, and I know what he was. I know he wanted to stand in the middle and you know what I'm saying, deflect that ball. But if he would have did it, it probably would have went to me because I think I got the I forgot what that badge called, man, like the scrapper or whatever, the one where you can pick loose balls up. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So the game just basically became kind of like a 1v1 with me and Ugly Sweatshirt with old boy just in the way. You know, he trying to put the clamps on me. Right there, boom, take it to the rack, get the game winning layup. Had to get him up out of there, you know, wave him off. You know, that's 2K17, man. I pretty much just jumped on the game, you know, just for video purposes, of course, but I did want to get like one game with 21 in. And I ain't gonna lie, it was fun, even though I still don't really like 2K17, but it is what it is, man. 2K16 for life, man. Hopefully, next game they get it right. And I'm out for real this time. Peace.